You live in a vacuum, Pony, and you're gonna have to cut it out. Just don't stop living because you lose somebody. Thought you knew that.
Gosh, that was a huge, huge break for him. It's a Francis Ford Coppola movie. Everybody wanted those parts.
Let's try it again from the top.
You are living in a vacuum, Pony, and you're gonna have to cut it out.
The Outsiders was more of a workshop than an audition. We would show up on a Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. to start auditioning, and we would be there all day. You never left.
Anybody who was anybody was assembled in Hollywood.
Robert Downey Jr., Dennis Quaid, Val Kilmer, Mickey Rourke. It goes on and on and on and on.
The energy in the room was hugely competitive and full of testosterone.
We're still in Superman.
You watch somebody else do your part, and then you take over and play somebody. It was madness. It was sort of vintage Coppola.
In a way, not very actor-friendly, but in another way, the friendliest experience of all.
It was a very, very rare mixture of wanting to destroy all the other actors, because this was the biggest movie that was being made, certainly at the time, but also that feeling of brotherhood. I think because the story is about brotherhood, that permeated the audition process. So it wasn't just a blood sport, but it was pretty damn close. We were all cast, and the last role to be cast was Daryl, the older brother. And there was a great buzz about who would be the older brother. And it was this mysterious figure, Buddy Swayze.
Hey, hurry up, you're gonna be late. I'm hurrying.
The Outsiders is like a brotherhood. We all ostensibly lived together, and we were a fraternity.
Me and Rob and Tommy, we spent a lot of time. I taught Rob how to hop freight trains.
We did tons of crazy. He taught us how to ride freight trains, how to jump on them and not get thrown under the wheels.
We just would get on a train. We'd end up in some town. You know, they'd be like, let's go grab pancakes here. And I'd be like, what? Where are we? You know? And it was just it's just like this free living spirit. It was amazing. When I did The Outsiders, I was all 14 and everybody else was a little bit older. And having that anchor point, that connection with Patrick, provided a little safety net for me at that age. It was natural for him. He was a natural leader.
He might have been the toughest on himself of anybody. He was unbelievably driven. He just wanted to be the biggest badass on the set. That was his thing. And I admire that, man. I so admire that. Today they call it big dick energy. Because Patrick was so physical, he's such a physical being. He looks like such a badass in that Rumble. And we were like having to take screen fighting lessons. And I mean, I'd never thrown a punch on screen, ever. His work ethic, his need to do well was unprecedented. And that's saying something, because Tom Cruise was in the movie. If you could harness the two of their intensity, we could get off of fossil fuels. But Patrick's was very different than Tom's. Very different. I don't want to say dark, because he wasn't dark. But he had the ability to have a level of intensity that was unbelievably deep. When we made The Outsiders, we knew we were making something special because it was Francis. I mean, he was the biggest director in the world at the time. His body of work was and remains maybe the best ever. And he was at the height of his powers. What we didn't know, I don't think, was what it would do for our careers. Honestly, we didn't. I know that sounds insane, but we really didn't. I think we thought the movie, frankly, would be bigger than it was, but instead, we were bigger than we thought it would be.